With this discovery, you will have access to coal in Japan. You shall never need to worry about fuel again.
You have not disappointed me. Please continue to look into this matter.
Well, speak of the devil. My friend, perhaps you would like your reward now. Truly, I am in your debt. Come now, take what you've earned. Commodore, this is our friend I was telling you about. It's thanks to them we were able to secure the coal. Mark my words, your fame is about to far exceed your brother's. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Till next time.
I heard you helped Samuel out. Yes, my brother too commanded a ship, fighting off the British. But sickness claimed him young. What I wouldn't give to see him again.
Never mind that.
I remember your face, you know. No need for alarm. Your partner told me all about you.
You're somewhat surprised, I'll wager.
But it's true. I rescued your partner. And fear not. What is past is past. I took them with me to the States. And they're back here in Japan now. But that's all I know. Well, if you wish to balance your ledger, I've got some work you could take on.
My men seem to have got into the habit of brawling with expulsionists in port.
I want it stopped. If we fought them openly, our standing with your great nation would suffer. But there need to be consequences.
What do you say? Would you kindly give a taste of justice to those expulsionist thugs for me? And listen, I know you people are warriors and all, but I don't want a bloodbath. That's in nobody's interest. Should there be casualties, I fear we shall become even more unwelcome. Do what you can, you hear? Well, what is it? The Japanese value their traditions and will fight bravely to defend them. Or at least they will if someone orders them to. That's why I'm targeting the powers that be. It's the way to get things done. One other thing. The Japanese have a lot of curiosity. I mean, I clearly interest you, am I wrong?
Oh, look at this one. You one of their pals?
Never seen him. What do you want?
Really? Go tell that to those fools! These barbarians have been terrorizing the local fishermen, and we won't stand for it. Not against our people.
You filthy liar. We were just teaching them about the good old US of A. You're just looking for excuses to pounce on us. The Commodore say that? I guess we got no choice. No more trouble. Scout's honor.
You got off easy, you sons of bitches. Bet you're all thanking your lucky stars right now. You've got some nerve. Time to put you out of your misery!
Apologies for the trouble my men caused.
Things have finally cooled down. You know, all them foreigners did was ask about our whaling techniques. Even said they'd show us some of their grappling moves in return. They weren't causing any trouble to no one.
It's like he says. We were just showing him some wrestling moves. Thanks for clearing that up.
My pleasure. By the by, I don't know how much good it'll do to tell you, but I heard a fellow talking with one of those expulsionist samurai. Something about persuading the court's big shots to stop trading with other countries. And if that happens, those foreigners will have to leave, won't they? It just doesn't sit right with me.
It seems you took care of that trouble between my men and the expulsionists. You did well to bring them to heel without anyone getting killed. Well, either way, that's one less worry for now. Your word is proof enough for me. This is the evidence I've been waiting for. That very official will be at the British Trading House, where I'm planning to pay a call and present him with a gift. I want you to carry the gift and take the opportunity to sniff around. And if they're really plotting something, kill them. Am I clear? If you've got something to say, now's the time. That's the plan. If I can get Japan to open up, I'll be hailed as a hero back home. That's the only way I'll ever truly understand him. How he lived. How he thought. I believe you're only helping me to find out more about your partner. Am I wrong? We're all seeking something. But at least in your case, the one you seek is still alive. Say there's another way, and you don't have to kill anyone. That work for you? Now, if you're clear on the particulars, you'd best get started. Very well. I am confident your efforts won't be for nothing. The gift I'm talking about needs to be picked up from English House Number 1. Once you've got it, take it to the British Trading House. Don't let me down. Well, what is it? Damn right. It's a hell of a drink. That government bigwig's in for a treat. Seems you people like to drink as much as me. I heard those expulsionist samurai have got a taste for beer, by the way. Well, that's one thing we've got in common.
Ah, I am an open book. Swimmingly. The black ships run on coal, after all. Why, the Americans can't get enough of it. That said, what really has my attention of late is petroleum. An unrefined subterranean oil that's presently finding use as a lantern fuel. If it can be extracted in prodigious quantities, it may become a replacement for coal. God knows, all the world may be vying for it before long.
Finally, I can breathe again. Whew, that was a little scary. Thanks for chasing those guys off. They think every Westerner's an enemy. Tell me, are they all such good-for-nothings? You said it. Truly, I shudder to think what could have been. I only came to Japan to sell some booze, you know? Oh, right, then I'll get to business. Kentucky bourbon, the finest you can find. It's in the room back there. Feel free to go on and take it. You better drink that stuff neat, though, okay?
So, it seems things have calmed down somewhat. Well, you made it at last. Trouble, I suppose. It seems the British have already taken care of him. All it took was a certain golden cake and some scotch. Well, anyway, it saved us the trouble of having to do something ourselves. Forgive the delay, but allow me to present you with some of our nation's finest bourbon whiskey. I hope you enjoy it.
So, this is America's famous bourbon. This is welcome indeed. Relations between our great nations will remain amiable as long as I have anything to do with it.
It seems negotiations will continue. I owe you my thanks. That's enough. You may consider your ledger balanced. That's right. You're off the hook. I figured if you have to have people killed to succeed, you lost your way. My brother would have agreed. In fact, I've actually prepared something special by way of thanks. Drop by the Grand Villa in Yokohama, won't you? See you around, Blade of the Veiled Edge. I wanted you to have this. You worked hard after all. I think we should stay in touch in the future. You amenable to such an idea? Friends, huh? I guess we are. We shared a cause, and now I've got my first Japanese friend. Well, President Fillmore ordered me to. But it's a dream of mine to open this place up. A feat no one else has managed. It's like harpooning the great white whale, you know? And it's my way of eclipsing my brother. Finally, he'll give me my due. Well, I've said enough. You'll need to get me a strong drink to hear any more.
Ah, I am an open book. At present, I am occupied as a shell merchant. I export seashells to Great Britain, where my father brings them to market for me. You see, Japanese seashells are regarded as something of an exotic beauty abroad. They fetch quite high prices. But I fear I'll need to diversify before the market becomes oversaturated. Perhaps I'll deal in cosmetics next. We'll just have to see.
The Red Demon seeks to cut a deal with the foreigners without the blessing of the Imperial Court. It is an outrage! Of course it is. The power wielded by the Shogunate is only borrowed from the Imperial Court in the first place. A treaty made in defiance of the Imperial Court cannot stand. And the Red Demon is no shogun. He has no right to make such policy. No. And surely Master Shoin feels the same. We must rise up and resist. Understood? What is it? Many things. Military strategy, history, philosophy. But it wasn't all book learning. He made us swim and climb mountains too. Looking back on it even now, his academy was truly different. Everyone would discuss ideas together, teaching each other. I learned a lot of things from that. When I close my eyes, I can still see it. That little tatami room.
That was quite a night, wasn't it? Harris is in hiding somewhere. Either way, now that the treaty has been signed, killing him won't make any difference. Harris was never your main concern, though, correct? Your sights were set on the samurai from the Black Ships. Learning Harris's whereabouts will help you find this samurai of yours, I suppose. Then, I recommend you pay a visit to the Grand Villa. That's where the powers that be rub shoulders with the foreigners. One particular shogunate official, Yukichi Fukuzawa, has been in and out a lot of late.
Katsura and you together. I see.
Hello, Shinsaku. Nice to see you here finally. Let's just get right to it, shall we? I can tell you, we've located Master Shoin. The Red Demon got him. He's been imprisoned. If we want to save him, we have no choice but to act. And as luck would have it, we've heard some good news.
It seems that the Mito clan has a letter, the contents of which would force the Red Demon to stand down.
And if we get our hands on this letter, we could potentially get Master Shoin out of prison. But after the Harris incident, the authorities have their eyes on us, and we must use extreme care not to alert them to the letter's existence. That's where you come in. I want you to get that letter from the Mito clan and bring it to me. Can I count on you? Excellent. I thank you. I know this is a lot to ask, but try to avoid any casualties if at all possible. After all, they are not our enemy.
We will have a contact stationed at Hodogaya. Rendezvous with them when you are ready.
Oh, what a relief it is to see even a small number of my beloved cats come back to me. I cannot imagine life without them. To feel their weight upon my lap is enough to raise my spirits. It's strange, but I feel as if their innocence is capable of warming my heart. No. I just find myself missing a bit of warmth now and then. That's all. This is not the time to worry yourself about me. Let us get back to the cats. There are still many that have yet to return home. We must rescue them at all costs. I just know they are out there somewhere, waiting for you to save them. Oh. And what would you like to discuss? The place of my birth. Oh, please, don't make me talk about something so embarrassing. Just imagine me as the daughter of whomever it pleases you to imagine, raised in the manner you find most appealing. When in dream, reality too is within dream, and upon waking, the reality of the dream is known. This is our shared dream, right here. Here, dream and reality are one. With cats, it is not a question of my fondness for the creatures, but rather, when I hear their feeble cries, my breast begins to swell quite uncontrollably. That probably sounds strange to you, but I don't know how else to put it. Perhaps you would like to speak of other matters. I am delighted you so frequently make time to see me. We live in a disquieting world of late. I pray you are not getting yourself involved in anything too dangerous. I thought so. It is crass of me to speak of the outside world. It is just that I spend all my days within the confines of the district. I sometimes dream of being able to leave, of watching the sun as it sets behind the mountains, unhurried, alone. The wisps of cloud that linger over peaks lit by sunset's glow are identical in shade to the sleeves of my mourning robes. From the tale of Genji. Lovely, is it not? I can almost see it all before me. Usugumo, wisps of cloud. My name was derived from that poem, you know. And there is another reason the name is important to me. Perhaps, if we get to know one another better, I might let you in on the secret. I suppose you will just have to keep coming to see me if you want to know more.
It's always a pleasure to see you. I'm sorry, but I really haven't heard much of anything. Out of interest, what precisely is your relationship? Well, if you say so. We know they were employed as a guard for Mr. Harris. If you wish to investigate, it might be wise to start there. Apparently, Mr. Harris has been in hiding since the incident. As to where he is, well, why not try asking around at the Grand Villa? It's where Westerners mingle with the high and mighty. And then there's... well, let's just say there might be another way. I have some contacts in the Shogunate. If you are interested in doing a favor for them, I could make the necessary arrangements. The Pleasure District is a crucible where the powerful mix and mingle. It is quite natural that I should know a good number of these men. You don't believe me, do you? Well, either way, I really do have something to ask you. I would like you to obtain a certain letter held by the samurai of Mito. To do so, you will have to infiltrate their base. Once you have secured the letter, deliver it directly to me. Directly, understood? If the samurai give you trouble, well, I trust you will know what to do. So, do we have a deal? Ah, dependable as always. Well then, head to the Hodogaya post. One of our allies will be expecting you.
Let me die in spring, under the blossoming trees.
And who might you be? My name is Yukichi Fukuzawa. I am a samurai from Nakatsu. I am working for the Shogunate while I complete my studies. And this here is Ernest Sato. He's a British interpreter.
Pleased to meet you. Fukuzawa-san was just teaching me more of his marvelous language.
Oh, I fear I have very little left to teach you. It is I whose language skills are lacking. I must learn English.
Tell me, what brings you here? Of course, but keep it brief. The American Consul General, Harris? Well...
Hold on 1 minute. What do you want with him? His life was threatened just the other day, you know. I'm certainly not going to lead a perfect stranger directly to his door. Why, just look at you. You might very well be an assassin. I won't pretend to understand your motivations.
Fukuzawa-san, you are keen to meet with the consul, are you not? Perhaps this individual could come with. Even if they are an assassin, they couldn't do much if you were there. You are a master martial swordsman, after all.
Very well. I'm not convinced, but I will do as you wish.
The consul is in a temple near the Kanagawa post. Fukuzawa-san will show you precisely where.
Hold on! Do you not intend to accompany us?
Attacks on foreigners in that particular area are on the rise. I will remain here. You should have no trouble, however.
Well, I suppose you're right. I'll go ahead and see how things are looking. Meet me at the Kanagawa post.
So you're the one they've got working for them. I've heard about you. You're a real charmer. Well, whatever. As long as I get paid, I don't care who you are. So, I just saw a group of samurai who looked a little on edge going to that inn. I'll bet they're the ones you are after. Most likely, they'll be taking turns to stand guard till morning. I recommend you strike at dawn. Once you have the letter, wait down here. I'll be waiting. You have done well. Now, I'll take that letter. I know about you. How you're working for both Taka and Katsura. Listen, I'll see who'll pay the highest price, then split the proceeds. And if you don't cooperate, I'll reveal everything. Neither of them will ever trust you again, will they? Now, come on! Give me the letter! Stubborn, aren't you? Bah, whatever. But just this once, you understand? Anything for an easy life.
Good idea. I've got some time on my hands now if you're free. Ah, there was something I've been meaning to ask actually. About the one who trained you. You've mastered the sword, no doubt. But that's not all. You've got real grit. I've never seen anything faze you in the least. You must have had an incredible master. Like we had in Master Shoin. To have their pupil revere them is a master's greatest joy, I'm sure. We were truly blessed to have been introduced to the man. He gave us purpose, the chance to focus on our nation's future. By the way, what does your teacher do these days? I see. The shogunate. They rule by suppressing the will of the people. Truly, the shogunate has lost its way, and there is no salvaging it now. Not only do they ignore the cries of the populace, but now they bend to the barbarians knocking at our door. It beggars belief. Can't they see how their people suffer with this disease they have invited into our home? Japan must change, and no one can do it but us. We, who were born and live under the rising sun. I'm sure you've had your fair share of painful memories. But let us together put this broken land to rights.
So, you've made it back. Will you show me the letter, if you have it? I heard that you helped keep the Mito casualties to a minimum during the mission. You have my heartfelt gratitude for your efforts. Blast! There is no official seal, as I feared. This is a fake. They are toying with us. I just spoke with an ally of mine. It seems those samurai were given a fake letter as a diversionary tactic. The real one was transported along a different route, but apparently it has been seized by the shogunate. It was all an utter waste of time, I'm afraid. But Do you have anything else to report from Hodogaya? Ah, no, I suppose you don't. Very well then. I hope to have more fruitful work for you next time. I apologize for all of this, but I still very much hope I can rely on your help in the future.
Are you alright? Bunch of thanks. Give it back. That is not yours to take. Do you really mean to defy the Imperial Court? Stop, please! You'll be dealt with soon enough. Fear not. Fools. Are they blind? Our swords and spears are no match for their cannons.
Chief Minister Yi removed all trace of the Imperial Edict to expel the foreigners. So began his ruthless campaign to suppress the anti-shogunate forces.
Let's have a little chat. No problem. I'm always happy to talk. I just posted a letter to my older sister. Have I ever told you about her? When I was a kid, I used to get bullied a lot for wetting the bed. It was always my sister who stood up for me. I'm forever grateful to her for helping me stop that bad habit. Our mother died young, so it was really my sister who raised me. What's your family like? I assume you're not actually tied by blood. Well, it's our heart that tells us who our family is. Who cares if you're really related by blood? Do you remember Izo Okada? We share no blood ties, but there are times he's felt like my own counterpart. I know he sometimes takes things too far, but to me, he's one of the good guys. From here on out, you're going to be meeting all sorts of people. You're bound to get close to some of them. And before you know it, family. Who knows? Maybe it'll even happen to you and me.
What is it? Haven't I told you? My family has practiced medicine in Choshu for generations. When I was young, I also studied medicine. But I stopped to focus on the cause. What could one mere physician achieve in the face of the cholera overrunning Japan? It needs stamping out, no matter what it takes.
Have I mentioned how glad I am that you're here? Truth be told, there's a personal matter I wish to discuss. Whenever I get close to a certain row of abandoned houses, I feel like I'm being watched. When I turn around, no one's there. But I just know somebody's watching from some dark and lonely corner. Would you be so kind as to investigate and find out who's watching me? Thank you. What a relief. But do be careful while you're out there.
There you are! I've been looking all over. I'm afraid I have dire news. There was a man dressed like a ninja. He appeared out of nowhere with a message. He said, "We have Taka at Benden Shrine. If you want her back, the traitor must come alone." And I heard from some others in the Pleasure District that Taka had asked your guidance on a matter. Please, if you know anything about this, you must save Taka, please!
Oh, I am glad to see your face, even if you do look rather wretched. No need to explain. I'm sure there are things you don't want dragged into the light. No need to apologize. But I appreciate you thinking about me. Don't tell me you thought I'd be cross. On the contrary, I'm rather glad you saved me. See? Do I look angry? Do you need a closer look? I'm only teasing. I really am grateful, though. Seeing you show up to rescue me, I thought I was dreaming. But, of course you'd come. How could you not? We both have certain people we could not ignore if we tried. Ah, forgive me. I seem to be rambling. Kichi must be worried. I should go see her at once. Say, it would take no time at all on that dashing steed of yours. Why don't I hop on behind you and hold you tight? Well, aren't you kind? Though you might have agreed to that a little too readily.
Oh, Taka! It's so good to see you safe!
I'm perfectly fine, Kichi. I'm sorry to have worried you.
And thank you. Thank you for saving Taka. I knew it. I knew I could count on you to help. Oh, I should mention, Taka. The guest you are expecting has arrived.
Ah, I see. Very well. Thank you. Now, let me introduce you. Since you so boldly came to my rescue, I feel I should return the favor by revealing a secret of my own. Once the cat's out of the bag, there's no putting it back in, you know. I'll be waiting in my room. Be sure to come by later.
Do you know who I am? Oh, so there's more to you than meets the eye.
As sharp as ever, I see. The truth is, in order to assist Lord E in his affairs, I've been keeping an eye on the expulsionists who frequent the Pleasure District. I wanted you to know, but you must promise not to breathe a word of this to another soul. Lord E is a long-time acquaintance of mine. I wish to be of service to him in whatever small way I can.
Any complaints? And before you insinuate anything, Taka does this for me willingly. Remind me, how long have you known Taka? I'd wager I'm a better judge of her intentions than the likes of you.
That's enough talk about me, I should think. It's not every day you get an audience with the Chief Minister. Isn't there something you'd like to ask him?
I do what my country requires of me. A sentiment alien to you, I'm sure. Expulsionist fools. They think my death will prevent the opening of the country. Idiocy.
I have my mission, and it leaves no time to entertain their stupidity. Ah, yes. I've heard stories. Stories about them collaborating with the foreigners. I'll keep my ears open, but I am a busy man and can offer no promises. I think we're done here. Try not to get in our way.
Well, you've certainly seemed too busy. I suppose that's just the way things go. Tell me, what's on your mind? Yes, a fine idea. You came all this way to see me, after all. Talking with you like this, you're not the same person as when first I met you. Back then, you seemed so fierce, so free. But now, I know there is much more to you. I knew it. Your eyes betray you. Despite your great strength, I see the sadness dwelling there. You must have seen your share of trouble in the past. And a few wounds that have never healed, I should think. You might say I have a sense for these things. You know, you're terribly kind. You came to my rescue when I was in peril, did you not? I wish I could convey the joy I felt, the sheer relief when I set eyes upon you. I can almost imagine a day when I might utterly entrust myself to your care. Oh dear, I've said rather too much, haven't I? I blame your eyes. They're so easy to get lost in. For my own reasons, I became a geisha of my own volition. But there are many here who cannot say the same. Most come into this life either because of poverty or punishment. Whatever it is, they all have their reasons. Please, don't go around prying into every girl's story. Oh, I've known about you since long ago. All sorts of talk echoes around the walls of the pleasure district each night. The wheels spinning in Edo, Kyoto, a whole nation. Of course I was going to hear about a fearsome Ronin appearing in Yokohama. I look forward to seeing what you get up to next.
We must be careful. This place is more dangerous than I thought. I was informed that the console was in Hongakuji Temple, but as far as I can tell, it is now in the hands of expulsionist forces. I found no trace of Harris himself. Where could he be? When the Americans first arrived, they transformed the temple into their first consulate. And so began the whispers that the cholera epidemic could be traced back to this town. Needless to say, these are entirely groundless rumors. Agreed. It would be a tragedy if anything were to happen to him. Let's get moving. Now, if the consuls truly managed to flee the temple, he's probably still somewhere in this vicinity, don't you think? Doubtless, he is being pursued by expulsionist samurai, though killing him would serve little purpose at this stage. Either way, we must find where the consul is hiding. Very good. Now, I have no doubts that his pursuers will be in an agitated state. Let's have a good nose around and see if we can't find any clues as to Consul Harris's location.
I do not know who you are, but I will not allow you to lay a finger on him.
Wait a second. You're Jules Brunet, the French officer. It's me, Yukichi Fukuzawa.
I remember. We met at the Grand Villa. But what are you doing here?
Mr. Sato asked me to come here to speak to the consul. Is he to be found here?
Fear not, Consul. They are friends.
I thank you, good sir. Where would I be without the French?
What in the world? How are you still alive? I've had just about enough of your harassment.
Oh, you mean that other bodyguard that couldn't kill you? I suppose I did see the two of you having a chat. How about this? You take care of some scoundrels for me, and I'll tell you what I know about them.
We were attacked by a band of thugs and forced to flee the temple. Until they're dealt with, we are stuck here. There is no sense in fighting every last one of them. I propose that I join you and Fukuzawa, and that we hunt down their leader. With him out of the picture, his underlings will melt away. They are little more than a rabble.
And if nothing happens to me, I'll tell you everything I know about the samurai from the consulate. So, have we a deal?
Great. Now, to avoid attracting attention, let's leave one at a time. We'll regroup on the hill overlooking the temple.